And hello everyone, welcome to the Nest, Heber City, Utah. This is StingTV's coverage of boys basketball. Wasatch Wasps hosting the Timpview Thunderbirds.
Round two, Brent, round two.
What Ken's referring to is we just had a very exciting girls game. The Timpview Thunderbirds coming in tonight with the #1 RPI ranked team in the state, 5A. And the Wasatch Wasp girls defeated Timpview by a final score of 62-59 in a very exciting game. One of the biggest games in Wasatch girls basketball history, I would say, here in the Nest. So tonight to the boys, looking at the Region 7 boys lineup, Timpview in second place at 7-1, very strong season, 12-5 overall, 7-1 in region play, and 12-5 overall. The Wasatch Wasps got a big win last week to move up to 3-4. They did lose Friday night, so their overall record is 8-9, and Wasatch is 3-5 in the Region 7.
Nothing easy in this region, boys or girls, but Wasatch boys have been playing very well lately.
Yeah,
I might add.
Needless to say, this will be a big matchup, important matchup for Wasatch. They win there's a shot immediately once against Sam Lind, makes statements to begin with in 10 seconds.
Sam Lind scored to astronomical amount last game. That was a away game, so
Timpview
feeling it.
Timpview breaks the full court press from Wasatch. Heavy pressure early.
Caleb Smith drawing the start tonight, along with Ethan Moore, Sam Lynn, JJ Sear.
Foul's going to be charged. Timpview was able to get the ball down low to number 12, William Openshaw. He's a sophomore.
And Miles Brown on the start.
Openshaw is going to get free throws, and the first foul of the game committed on Sam Lind. Openshaw misses the first. And we'll learn just a little bit more about these Thunderbirds here in just a few. Makes the second, so it's a 2-1 game for Wasatch. Wasatch also sees a full court press. Is able to break it.
Well, just what you do, I mean, that's what happens. You just don't allow them to get in their offense. Now they're going to settle down. They're going to be a tough man-to-man, which I think you really got to learn how to play this deep in the season.
Wasatch,
great
beautiful pass.
Beautiful set.
Even more, the recipient of that assist from JJ Sperry.
I'm going to give that bucket to Coach McClure. I'm sure he drove that up. I got to knife that, JJ.
Again, Timpview breaks the press. The drive shot no good, but their own rebound.
Oh!
And no call on that.
Wow.
Referee just told them to stand up.
Wow, that's...
So that's Dean Ruckert that had the shot.
Right there.
Got his offensive board and buried his shoulder a little bit.
Got to keep our head up. Caleb
Sam Lynn, three-pointer no good. Fighting for the rebound.
Great job, Caleb.
It's Caleb Smith.
He's that Energizer bunny. He's just kind of always around the ball, hand in there. quick hops.
So Wasatch underneath their own basket for the first time tonight. Inbound play. Spread wide out. Miles Brown takes his first three-pointer of the night. No good. And Timpview comes down with it. Wasatch up 4-3 early here against the second place Timpview Thunderbirds. Shots up, beautiful soft shot.
Nice dribble drive in the paint.
It's a side. Nali. Okay, we got to get this right. Naliai.
Had a sister play in the game before.
Aisa Naliai.
Aisa is an athlete.
Drive shot is blocked, knocked out of the hands of Ethan Moore.
A little reminiscent of the girls' game.
Yeah, there's been a few things let go here, but you kind of like it that way. It's got to be pretty obvious, and as long as it's even, three-point attempt no good, but rebound bounces out to Mason Ford. Little Euro step.
Yeah, he did.
JJ Seri got that rebound, wrestles at three. Boy, he thought either a foul or a jump ball was going to be called there. There's a reach in.
There you go.
That time, William open shot.
And that we did
is
not.
What I'm guessing.
We did not see that in the girls' game, but officiating crew taking care of this. Hey, camera girls, remind me your name. Isabel, and who's this? Emily. Isabel and Emily on the cameras tonight. They do a fantastic job keeping the ball in the outside corner.
Sam Lind takes a soft 10-footer, good.
Emily
Lind has 4.
Is Emily the close-up, and Isabel is the
heavy pressure. A lot of energy.
That's a knocked
out of bounds.
Yeah, they almost got
knocked out of the hands.
Yeah, it did. I think it saved him.
Three-pointer, good.
Yeah,
that's Corbin Hansen.
Nice soft shot.
4 different players have scored for
Timpview. Look, you got Caleb Smith standing under the basket all alone. We got to get our eyes up.
Miles Brown drives, no call.
Yeah.
Couple of plays there, no call.
I just wonder if he got all ball there. That will be a call. Miles, a big kid. So we're breaking. We're getting the press to the half court line, and we're not looking. Caleb is standing underneath. And there's not anybody around him. Coach Hull's behind us. Coach Martindale. What a big win, Coach. What a big win for you tonight.
He's not.
Wow. Love it. She's a little tired, little Audrey Hull. Coach, is this your second or third year?
Well, another steal for
third
Timpview.
year.
And the drive, shot no good. Rebound, Wasatch, 3 different guys on the ground under the basket.
Great job, Caleb.
Miles Brown.
Doing those little things.
Caleb Smith again in it, gets the assist. Boy, a quick three-pointer, no good.
Shooting right out of there. I would say that's a Kentucky offense. And maybe you do know or do not know. Coach Hull, Audrey Hull, the women's coach, is from Kentucky and knows her ball well.
Ethan Moore kicks it out to Sam Lind. Plenty of time, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Sam Lind's going to take the jumper, no good off the front rim, and rebound by Ruckert.
Like to see him run the offense. Fast-paced.
Wow, beautiful move on the inside. No good, no call.
Really fast-paced game. Really
drive was by Lincoln Holcomb.
Which kind of equates to a low-scoring game.
Well, and right now, both teams getting no calls.
Yeah.
And so
letting them go.
So far, so good.
Yeah, it's for all intents and purposes, it's really a clean game. There's not a lot of reaching going down. Everybody's staying on the ground. We're just field goal percentage just really low.
Shot by Moore, no good. So another shot made, that time by Mason Ford. So now, and the shot good. That's Ethan Moore running, sprinting down the right side. And he makes the bucket. 10-12, scoring at a high rate here, Ken. drive blocked by Ethan Moore stepping in. Wow, another drive once again. That's Dean Ruckerts.
You know, and I just don't long-term the one-on-one game. I think you got to get the offense going, rotate the ball, and that's going to be knifed.
Knocked out of bounds.
A little too long.
By the Thunderbirds, Kalen Tolstrup knocked it out of bounds.
Get this offense going with a pass in the corner, and you have to swing it fast, and you're going to see some people open. I've not seen Timpview have to one time rotate on defense.
Checking into the game for Wasatch is Nate Hinckley. His first look tonight. Inbounds to Sam Lind, and the shot clock is down to 18. JJ Seri at the top of the key dribbling. Back to Moore. Shot clock down to 10. Moore looking for a pick. He's going to drive. He has an open 5-footer, good.
Again, I
think he was a little surprised he was not open.
I just like to see us get in an offense, get in a rhythm.
Three-point shot. Quick three-point shot. They're going to give it to Wasatch.
Conversely, Timpview's cast up a 3 last couple. And that's a steal and not a great power. You know, we're just got to come to the ball. Hands up, ready to catch it.
14-10 is the lead for Timpview. Oh, they're going to call a travel.
And listen, Timpview's not throwing it inside. There's no inside attack. They're going to throw it around the perimeter. Everybody's looking for a shot immediately.
Yeah, they're 75% three-point shooters right now. And they're up 14-10.
Corner's got to come up.
And yet they have scored in the paint as well. Miles Brown gets his own rebound after the three-point miss. Nate Hinckley's going to open 3. Good!
I don't know what it is about this angle, but I know when it leaves their hands, I need to start calling it quicker because they're going, yeah, right. Call that.
Another three-pointer for Timpview, no good. Sam Linton comes down with the rebound.
And Ethan Moore.
45 seconds.
Really active.
Fast pace here for both teams. JJ's going to drive. He gets past his defender.
Wow.
Ball is blocked, but he's also fouled.
And great defense on that, too. I mean, you couldn't have done that cleaner. That is tough to call.
Foul's going to be charged to, it looks like, number 12. That's William Openshaw. That's going to be his second. JJ Seri with his first free throw attempts tonight. Has to be corner. So we'll have you sit right here.
We've got the production crew. I do what we want to do, and they're like, whoa, guys.
Well, and we'll only have about a minute and a half, but hey, that'll be something. So come on down here.
And Miss Humble Pie, like, oh, I don't want to talk with. Listen, you are the biggest game in town, girl.
We've got Audrey Hull, head coach of the women's Wasatch girls team here on mic with us now.
Who knows a little
Coach
ball,
congratulations on beating the number 1 team in the state tonight.
Oh, thank you. The girls did awesome.
So here are 32 seconds left. We're going to get a chance to talk with Coach Hull in between quarters. Another three-point attempt. This time, I don't know if that was deflected, but air ball. So into the game, I also noticed Jacob Balch.
Yeah, Jake's come in.
Balch is very quick. I saw him play earlier tonight.
Yeah, he was in the
super quick
JV game.
This is going to be a last shot for Wasatch. They have a lead at the moment, 15-14, down to 8 seconds. Drive by Smith. Nate Hinckley has the ball, 2 seconds. That shot's not going to get off.
No,
and it won't get off for Timpview either. And wow, he almost made that.
Not great shot selection.
So Wasatch comes out ahead here at the end of the first quarter over Timpview, 15-14. So we have with us, as we mentioned, Audrey Hull. Audrey, have you been a part of a bigger game than that, is what I want to know first.
A bigger game than
the game you just played tonight.
No, that was a big game of the season.
Okay. And you know, you're talking about, and I know you can't rest on your laurels, so remember, but we have to say that's a huge victory for Wasatch girls You guys ranked number 3 RPI, Timpview number 1. Surely you're going to move up. Does that put a target on your back now? What is that like?
Well, I don't really expect us to move up in the RPI.
Okay.
The RPI is really hard to figure, and we were just wanting to get payback on Timpview and
right.
and play with them and
right.
know that we could beat them, and so it at least puts the opportunity to maybe be region champs in our
right.
own hands.
Yeah, you guys now are in the driver's seat of that.
Correct.
Again, does that just make it feel more pressure for the girls, or are they just looking to the next step, just looking to Cedar Valley?
So we're looking to Cedar Valley. Of course, I want them to enjoy tonight.
Right.
And I want to enjoy tonight. And then we're looking to Cedar Valley, and it's got to be a one game at a time mentality. We got to take care of business one game at a time.
You know, the game was Timpview as they shoot another 3-pointer. This time it's good. And that is Ruckert. Ruckert now with 6 points, and there's a foul going to be called on Ruckert. That's going to be his second, I believe. Although it only shows on the board, shows none. I know they reset the fouls at the quarter, but there isn't a player on the floor for Timpview without a foul.
Well, you know, and I said it's been a pretty clean game.
I guess they do have bench players on.
Coach,
right
while
now,
we got you here, what going into the night, you know, we always talk about everybody's got film. So we assumed when you see Peyton go off like she's been going off and having much success behind the arc, they're going to come out in front of her. They're going to try to take that away from you. They're going to try to take Ashley away from you. We love to see girls. You know, Kate McKenzie comes in, makes a couple of good buckets and defense stop. But man, Mihaela Spearden, what she did to Rayleigh, number 5 tonight, like she could not do what she wanted to do. What was you guys coming in? What did you guys want to take away?
Well, Ballin is usually their leading scorer, and she's an awesome player. She has great handles. She can drive and shoot the 3, so it is hard to defend her. So we knew we had to really play great defense on her, but they also have perimeter shooters. So they're a super dangerous team, and we had our hands full tonight, and thankfully, Ash, as always, had a big game. Yeah. Fely got us off the blocks
she did.
in the first quarter, and it was a team effort, of course.
Sure, and and the thing about it is Peyton has been so consistent, and Fely has just been I don't want to say she struggled. She does so many things and gets so tired that she just has a concentrate. Man, when they both get going, when we have Ash and Peyton and Fely rocking, you are, and so back to Mihaela Spearden. She'll make a lot of plays and she'll miss it, and I'm like, man, guys, she's going to be so good, and she kind of showed it tonight.
Right.
She's starting to come into her own and get more comfortable, and you smiled when we put her on number 5. She shut her down. Yeah. I love to see that.
Yeah, when we have Ash and her in the paint, that's a lot of height to try to go over. So, I mean, my other posts have been doing a great job, but we just knew we had to make it a little more difficult on 5 tonight because she was hurting us at the start of the game, and so getting that height on her helped us. So she definitely did a good job tonight.
I think Coach Steed hurt herself by putting her on the bench early and not bringing her back, because she came back in the second half. She was really cold.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah. In the girls' game, Fely Liava'a, 18 points.
Great game.
And we don't have other stats, but she had to have another half a dozen assists and almost that many rebounds and steals. So she was our player of the game.
Awesome.
Ashley Garner and another 3-pointer. So that's 2 3-pointers in the time that we've been talking here with
Coach. We noticed the last couple games rotating, and that girl in the corner really hurts us.
It is. It's tough, but it's a tough spot to defend.
Yeah, it's long, and sometimes Mihaela gets locked in, and she's got to run out there and get it. So, you think teams are going to try? Is that Achilles heel for you guys?
I wouldn't say that. I felt that they were setting a moving screen on us on the block, so we couldn't
You have
there.
no idea from up here. Everything was moving. There were so many. They are physical.
Yeah, they are super physical.
Your friend that was on with us, he even noticed it.
We had Colin Hepperman. He was like, "What?" Number 10 keeps her hands straight up, and that booty is in everybody to the point where it got dangerous. I was really she bumped Ashley out there. That I thought, oh my goodness, I don't like that. I don't like that defense, but. You got to give up something, right? I mean, you're not going to lock down everybody, and so.
Ashley Garner had 25 points. We think somewhere around 11 or 12 rebounds.
Yeah, she always has double-digit rebounds.
Double-doubles.
You could give her the MVP season. Every game.
Yeah,
I gave it to Fely because she did a lot, man. She would come in, and really at the end of the game, she kind of locked up against Ballin, and Ballin's tired, right?
Yeah.
And, man, it showed.
And you had rested Fely, I thought, at opportune times. So
I think the last couple of games, Coach Hull, I've seen the defensive pressure. What do you say to them? Because sometimes it's a feeling out period, but that second half, you guys came out, whatever you talked about, that those girls, knees bent, butt down, squeaking shoes, dude. You got to be reminded, right?
Right. I mean, basically, we told them we got to have defense to win this game. So we got to get out and play defense where we can do better than we're doing. And we made a few adjustments, and the girls came out and took it on their shoulders and did a great job picking it up.
What do you do down the road? I mean, listen.
Give and go
for all
there.
intents and purposes, you're going to be the number one team going that thing. And some coaches.
That bucket by Colin Tolstrup.
You don't want to be right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want the target, but unfortunately, target's going to be on your back. How the girl's going to play. What's your thing as a coach? What are you going to concentrate going into down the stretch here?
So we just keep concentrating on fundamentals, right? So
transition
we got to
for
do a better
Timpview.
job taking care of the ball, boxing out, getting rebounds, keep working on our defensive rotation. So just basic things. That's the great thing with this group. I don't have to teach them to fight. I don't have to make any huge adjustments. It's just continually getting better.
Man, talk about a ball coach. And I'm not saying I ever been, but I'm telling you what we talk about every week: defense, rebounding, boxing out. That wins games for you guys. And so well said. And you concentrate on these. And Timpview's running a clinic on us right now.
Yeah,
that back door is getting
Ruckert. Timpview right now on a 10-2 run.
Well, it's exciting to see.
Sam Lind, no call anywhere going on. Finally, that time, a call.
And I think what you got to fight going down there is being number one. Going in, there's some girls, and my daughter included, she is the dude on her softball team this year, and she didn't know quite how to handle that. First game was a little rocky for her, and you can struggle as a team being the big dog in town.
Well, I mean, we don't feel that way. I really don't think we'll be one on the RPI. If we are, I tell them not to get caught in it.
Yeah.
We just take one game at a time. Like, we already have a target on our back in region. We don't need
Sure.
I mean, whether the number one's on us or not, we're a target for every team
you're
in our
right.
region. So it doesn't matter to me.
Well said.
I can tell you, Coach Hull, you're going to be number one. So being as close in points as you are. So I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you will. You just defeated the number one team.
Bountiful too.
And
Bountiful is barely above you in points, so almost no matter who they beat this week, they beat the number one.
And
so you
outside,
should get enough points.
Outside of everything else, I'll give you the greatest compliment I think I can give a coach. If my daughter played basketball, I want her to play for you because you are level-headed. There's no bravado. It's all about team. It's all about defense. That's what you want to instill. So I am so freaking proud of you and what you've accomplished.
Well, I don't do it alone.
Listen,
I have a great staff that's really
I worked at the school for 5 years, and this woman knows ball. And she could probably take, if anybody wants to test her, she will work you, I promise you. You better come to the game.
Audrey Hull with us, head women's coach here at Wasatch High School. Coach, go home, get you some rest, enjoy the night with Junior, and
thanks for covering us.
Yeah, we're only game in town. If you are not watching girls basketball, man, you are missing out. You're not a ball fan. You have the superintendent in the house, by the way.
Yeah, they're
for your
fun.
game.
They're fun to
Yeah,
watch.
they are.
Another three-pointer. So Audrey Hull, thanks for joining us,
Thank
and
you.
good luck,
Coach,
and we will be here
congrats.
Friday
Thank
night
you.
for you again. So
Yes, awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Miles Brown going to drive in. No good. Right now the lid is on the rim for Wasatch. It is 32-19. Thanks again,
Great
Coach.
job, Coach.
Just set her right there. We'll take it. So
She's class. She's a class act.
Wasatch girls, again, big win over number 1 Timpview tonight. And we had a chance to talk with Coach Hull. So,
well, getting away from the boys a little bit here.
yeah, the boys, Timpview kind of showing their strength.
Yeah.
Again, over that break, that like I said, a 10-2 run. And I actually think that's 8-2 run. I apologize. But two of those points, two of those buckets were three-pointers. And then an alley and then a dunk. So you're talking about right now athleticism showing for Timpview.
Well, it's just way too easy, Brent. The back door, when you give up that back door, we're losing somebody somehow, and that isn't falling for you.
Three-pointer again, no good. Hinckley kicks it out. Banky tries, but boy, the pressure is way out. No call. Miles Brown finally gets the foul called on him. And after the third bump, I think they finally gave him. So he's going to shoot 2.
Again, we're not running an offense, and it just seems like it's kind of one-on-one. We got to settle down. JJ's going to go back in. He's going to be some instant offense, but I just hate to see that. I really think that if 5-on-5 is a team game, and at high school is a team game. It's not the NBA yet, where it's just a one-on-one show.
Miles Brown hits the first free throw.
And Brandon, I don't think that's to our strength, is what I'm trying to say. I think that might work for some teams. It does not work for us.
It seems like the heavy, heavy pressure clear out up top.
Yeah.
You're talking at 3-court. They're only like 6 feet past the midcourt, and they're being pressured. And I think that is, like you say, it's just causing some decision-making that they have to have.
And you can't get in your offense. It's hard for you to get in the rhythm.
But you'd think, though, the opposite of that is players coming this far out. There should be something
and I think we were missing them. I've missed a little bit talking to Coach Hull, but we've missed some people standing under the basket.
Long three-pointer by Timpview, no good this time. Wasatch down 12. The biggest lead of the night is 13. And here comes Timpview, another turnover for Wasatch. Shot is up, no call. And that is good by Nathaniel Davis. Wow. All 5 starters have scored for Wasatch. There's another steal and dunk by Ruckert.
And they're going to have to blow the whistle. I guess it shook loose.
Looks like it looked like the backboard.
In Mayo, the gym's still rocking. We ought to sit down for 45 minutes and wait for it to stop.
The lead is 16 here in the second quarter. A minute left.
Nah, not the shot we want.
He's going to take the shot, no good. Might have been a little contact, but no call.
And listen, here's the thing. Oh, come on.
Yeah, they are going to call the offensive foul.
Okay.
Peyton.
Hey, here's the thing I kind of like about Coach McClure, folks. You be seeing this.
Carson, I apologize. Carson Banky takes the charge.
We do that a lot to that young man.
Carson got there. Wow, great replay.
Coach McClure not in a panic, and he's down 16. But he hasn't called a timeout. He looks at the clock. We're going to go into halftime. He's going to reset. That's a veteran coach there, guys.
54 seconds left. There is 27 seconds on the shot clock. And unfortunately, the drive there by Moore stepped on the baseline.
And that's a set play, Brent. He's going to dribble drive.
Kick out.
He's going to take the baseline. He's going to kick it out, and it's a good idea.
I got to say, it was open. JJ was open. So
they're doing some things to combat the man-to-man.
16-point lead. Timpview on fire here in the second quarter.
Another wide open three, and there's that corner again.
Many three-point shots.
I just gave Coach Hull a little bit of business right there about that, and that is a tough.
Callan Tolstrup, that's his second three-pointer of this quarter. Kick out to JJ. It's open. It's off the mark.
Great job by Timpview.
16 seconds still on the shot clock. Sam Lind's going to drive baseline, lays it in. Sam Lind with 8 points.
I know these guys want to try to get back in it with the 3, but the 2 ball will get
down
you
to
there.
2 seconds, down to 1. Shot is off. If it goes, it looked like they were going to allow it.
Wow.
39-22 is the Timpview lead.
Let me clarify a little bit. Coach McClure could have called a timeout. He could have panicked. He could have wasted some stuff. He could have put somebody else in. You know, the sign of a veteran coach, he's not kicking and screaming. He's not complaining about the refs. He's going to go in and make an adjustment. So we'll see what he does in here. And you see Danny Labrum down here for Labrum Chevrolet, one of our big sponsors.
They are drawing for something. Some cards just came out. I'm not sure what it is they're handing out. So while they're doing that, we'll talk just a little bit. Wasatch scores 7 points that quarter.
It got away from him there.
Scores 25. Wow. So that was a 25-7 quarter.
Big difference.
And that is the difference. I mean, Wasatch went into the second quarter up by 1.
Turnovers, poor shot selection. And I don't think Timpview came down and ran a fantastic offense. They hit shots.
I think they are just green light go.
Man, and they took the back door. They're getting that back door and being aggressive.
Fast break points. They did it all. They did have some set offense, but otherwise it was just first open 3, shoot it.
That is an athletic group, and you mentioned that. They said we just got out athleted.
Yeah.
There's no big guys to push us around. Nothing's methodical about this. It's just one-on-one, and they're winning them.
Sam Lind led scorers for Wasatch with 8 points. J.J. Sari had 4. Miles Brown had 3. And Ethan Moore had 4.
Before they get set up, I want to say this the last couple of weeks, but my daughter goes to Salt Lake Community College, plays softball for Salt Lake. She had to take her car down to get get her oil changed, tires rotated, and she almost felt like she was trying to get upsold on a bunch of different things. They got done, and there were some things that weren't done. The washer fluid wasn't filled. There were some other things, and I said, "Hun, we go to Danny Labrum, and that's why we do that. So if you are hesitating and you think you want to come home from work, you want to go run in there, every time I go there, they're honest." I have a great job done for me. His service people are top notch, so friendly, never filled pressure, and it runs from the top. We say run down from the top, and it comes from Danny. If you know Danny, that's just the way he does things. So shout out to him. I wanted to relay that story. My daughter's like, "Hey, Dad, I'm looking at the thing, and I've got like 2,200. We're going to Danny." I'm like, "Yeah, we're going to Danny." Make a special trip.
So that's Labrum Chevrolet, one of our sponsors also here. We want to recognize our other sponsor, Phone Doc, tonight. Phone Doc over in the Smith Shopping Center. Quench It. Who hasn't had a Quench It this week, right? The Hub and One Stop, both are sponsors. That's Wasatch Back Flooring. You see their graphic. And then Kelly Construction. We also have Dairy King, one of our common and very nummy sponsors.
You're about to get drowned out
here,
Coach.
You see that K there on there. That's Kilowan Construction, one of our new sponsors, and Lola's as well. We love our Lolas. So halftime score here for the boys. Wasatch finds themselves down 22-39 to the Timpview Thunderbirds. We're going to go ahead, let you watch the marching band and drum line, and we'll be back for the second half here in just a little bit. Thanks for joining us on StingTV.
under the direction of Tasha Weil, Christina Clark, Stephanie Gofferson, McKay Wood, Sinead Ennis, and Carrie Oldham. Accepting the award tonight is Captains Lindsay Smith and Emma Engelbrock. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 weeks, they will be competing at the National Cheer Competition in Anaheim, California. Good luck to all of our Wasatch cheer, and please put your hands together for Wasatch High School cheerleaders.
Whoa.
And we want to welcome everybody back here to the boys' game. But first, we want a chance to talk with Fely Liava'a. And I hope we're saying that right, Fely.
Yeah, you guys are. No.
So earlier tonight, a big win.
Yeah.
Probably, Fely, one of the biggest wins for Wasatch girls basketball in a lot of years. So tell me a little bit of how you're feeling. Are you going to enjoy it tonight, or what? Are you already looking forward to the next one?
Oh, I'm already looking forward to the next game. I mean, this game was really fun to win, but I feel like if we finish out region really strong, I'm excited for what our team's going to do and where we're going to rank going into state.
We had Peyton Banky a week or so ago, and she said you guys, as a unit, you're just focused on region.
Yeah, that's what we're.
And this has got to be a big step for you, right? Mm-hmm. So, what was the preparation? Ken, we were talking with Coach Hull. What was your focus and preparation on Timpview? I mean, what were you thinking?
I know Coach Hull said they had to take care of Ballin, and what I saw towards the end of the game is, guess who's on her, right? So she's tired, though, but anybody you put Fely on, the motor never stops, and so you're going to make it hard on her. But it does wear her out. I see when early in the season, she got the red cheeks, this one right here, and she slows down, but her offensive game, she slowed down on that. She started hitting that fadeaway, and I'm like, do not stop shooting that. And so that's in your repertoire, and you're now everything else is kind of coming together. I'm seeing you gather yourself on the three-point shot. Everything looks a little smoother. Yeah. So keep it up. And God, you're so tough. How do you? You're so strong defensively. You do so many things good. And I see. Hey, I got to laugh every time Coach Hull pulls you out. You get a little bit frustrated over there.
Yeah, I don't like being taken out.
I know
of the
you
game.
don't. I know you don't. And you get tired. But I'm not seeing it as much in games.
Yeah.
The last couple weeks, you're kind of getting your legs underneath you, and it's evident in your shooting. And you're going to be. Can you imagine when you, Peyton, and Ashley all on point and we're scoring 15, 20 points a game?
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
You guys are unstoppable. But it starts at defense.
Yeah, it does.
And you guys are tenacious defensively.
What things are you working on? I mean, I know you're looking forward to the next game, but what's the next thing you're working on?
Our coaches have been focused really on like defense and stuff. Hershey's been a really big help with that. She gives us on these drills, and it's hard to get like 1 point in the drill, and it's just about moving, jumping while the passes in the air, breaking down. Boxing out has been a super huge thing because, we have super tall girls, but if nobody else,
but you still have to box out, right?
Yeah, if nobody collectively boxes out, it's kind of hard to grab a board. So our coaches, we focused a lot on that, and then just picking up ball-in for tonight was super big thing that we all needed to focus on.
Feely, you got to tell me, were they physical tonight? I mean, everything they did, it seemed like they fouled you guys.
Yeah, they were super physical. Like the first play, I think I had a drive, and I came down. I went to catch that ball, and I just got bodied. And I was like, oh, she's huge.
And they're not calling it either.
No.
They actually called a jump ball one time when Rayleigh, number 5, she reached behind somebody. Yeah. Like she went in front and they called a jump ball. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But they are very it seems like they knock you off your game. You never have a straight line to the basket, right?
No, never.
So
what type of things have you, Fely, been working on yourself? Like what type of things in the last couple of weeks have you been working on just yourself?
My scoring game was a little bit off like these past couple of weeks. So I've just been focusing on like defensive things and things that I can do for my teammates. Like maybe tonight's not scoring for me, but I know it can be a defensive game for me, and I know I can make it up with assists and, just being there for my teammates when they're having a great night. Like Peyton the other night was 7 threes. I was like,
right,
keep going, light her up. Like, Coach, what's the next play for her? Like, let's get her going. And Ashley just monster on the boards. I'm so proud of her for doing it.
You kind of that kind of the model of your team. You guys are so sometimes to the point you're you guys are giving it up too much, and I think that's what you were doing at the first of the season.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't have enough confidence in your shot. You got confidence now, but yeah, you deliver the ball. It's always a nice soft pass that they can catch it with. So that's what I really enjoy watching you when you have an assist.
Yeah.
Well, Fely Liava, we have you here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Congratulations on a big win, and right now the number 1 team in the Region 7A. So great job.
Thank you for having
He's looking
me.
at your letters on your leg.
So she's got written down here. So relentless on one side. What does this mean?
Hold the rope.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So that's such a team. You're so fun to watch. Keep it up. Tell Peyton to. She's bound to have a bad game, right? Holy cow! The curl has been just shooting the lights out.
Yeah.
But now that we're getting you two back firing together, and Kate and Mackenzie were big too.
Yeah.
They made some big shots tonight.
Yeah, she did. Kate Miller came up and
I love
a
it.
bunch of those boards.
I love it.
Fely, thank you for joining us, but you're welcome to hang with us watching the boys game for a while if you want, or you can go back with your family, whatever you'd like to do.
We critique you all the time. By the way, while you're here, yes, you are the MVP tonight. I dubbed you the MVP.
Oh,
and
thank
so
you.
Colin said it was Ashley, and I'm like, come on, Colin. Do you not see
Ashley did amazing. I'd have to give it to her.
And she's always going to do amazing. But
she really did. 25 points,
it's
12 rebounds.
Players around her. So what do boys got to do here, Ash? Or excuse me, Fely. What do the boys got to do here?
I think just defensively they need to just be there. I guess. I don't know.
Offensive charge going to be given to J.J. Sari. Boy, he was very athletic down.
Boys move a lot faster than girls, so I don't really know.
Yeah, they are. But it doesn't mean they're always better. And it just seems like, so looks like we're going to be a man-to-man, which we need to be. But we just haven't run the offense. We're not running through the offense. That's what I complain about you guys once in a while, is you don't turn that ball over enough and make the defense work.
Well, and, we were mentioning, and so far here, Wasatch playing heavy D. They're changing it up. That's the first bucket for Timpview this half. So, but both teams have only scored a bucket. So, I think with you guys, Fely, it seems like, and like Ken was saying, you guys, it was like lots and lots of passing, and of course that's awesome. Assists, doing lots, but lately it does seem like there does seem to be a little more green light. If you get a shot, go ahead and take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that call come from Audrey, or does that from Coach Hull?
Coach Hull always gives us the green light. It's just sometimes we're a little bit too, like, we love getting assists rather than like us making ourselves a basket. So Coach Hull always gives us the green light, but we love to give like a good pass to our teammates. We love to see each other do well.
So my critique for you guys is once in a while, you guys don't get in good passing lanes, or you pick the ball up, and at the first of the game, holy cow, it seemed like we were forcing things, trying to throw it through people, and no screens. You know what I mean? I didn't see girls moving too much. I saw that better in the second half and getting you free. You have the ability to get free. You're so athletic. You have good handles. You can get free, but not everybody can get free like that.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why you had some success tonight as well.
And I think they focused a lot on Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton was pretty heavily guarded, so
yeah.
I mean, wasn't a lot of
And then you
scoring
step
for her
up.
tonight, but she did. She still like.
And that is the sign of the times, girl. That's going to happen all the way down. In one game, they're gonna put 3 girls on Ash, and they're gonna say, "You guys got to beat us." And so
yeah. And they've done that before, and we just kick it down to
yeah.
Bailey or
you're too good.
or somebody else.
That sign of a championship team is you guys are too good to be just shut down like that. Hey, I was proud of Ash. Like 3 or 4 times she used the backboard. Like soft, sweet use the backboard. I about come out of my chair.
So a minute ago, Sam Lind was fouled on his 3-point attempt. He had 3 free throws, hit 2 of them. And scoring has most definitely slowed down for Timpview. They've only hit 2 shots here. Well, right there, right out of my mouth.
And you leave it wide open.
Openshaw.
Man,
that's the first 3-pointer of this half.
It's weird saying it, but number 0, Leah, she's a freshman for Timpview.
Oh, she came off in the third quarter, that fourth.
And acts like it's no big deal.
I know.
She just kind of sits there and just makes it and runs down the court like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that. She doesn't pound her chest, but she was on fire.
Towards the end, I was like, "Oh, you would be on fire right now." Thank goodness. Well, thank you for that.
3-pointer no good for Timpview, and Wasatch comes down. Wasatch got a little work to do. They're down 18.
Who do you think you play? If you had to put yourself in a boy's uniform, who do you play most like down here?
That's a pretty good kiss.
You ever thought about that?
I feel like.
Spin move by.
I think I play like Ethan.
William Openshaw.
I would have said that too.
Openshaw has 6.
But I think you're a better defender. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey Eth, you're listening to this. You're not bad, but he has been on fire points lately, taking it to the hole like that right there.
Ethan Moore.
I say that.
That's what you're like right there.
Juju.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Good job, Ethan.
He's more of a guy. You're kind of a 3-4. I mean, you can play anywhere on the court.
Yeah, the coaches like me playing everywhere. They mostly like me at the 1, but.
And I noticed that your freshman year, that's where you were, and then I noticed they let Kate bring it down.
Yeah.
Quite a bit lately too.
Which is really nice.
Yeah.
That shot is
good,
blocked
JJ.
by JJ Sari. Wasatch, boy, just not open. Sam Lind takes a 3. Good.
This game.
Timpview's going to call a timeout. Oh, no, sorry, McClure does call that. So Wasatch will take the timeout, and a little bit of a run going here.
15-point lead
for Wasatch.
You just chisel away at it. Every week, film gets better. Back in my day, Feely, we'd play a basketball game. The next day, you jump in the driver's ed car, and my freshman coach was sitting right across Glenn Holmes, and we would have to drive film to the other town. We'd meet in Heber. So if another school comes, so we have to drive film. Now it's uploaded and down in 10 seconds, and they know you, right? They know it. They know your weaknesses. They know what ball you know. What do you watch in film? What's the biggest thing? Do you concentrate on one person, or just what do you do?
Coach gives us a couple numbers of players that we should probably keep an eye on, but I like to like see players' tendencies. I know that Lena she liked to bring you out towards that 3-point line, and then she'd like get a running start on you to go down to the down to the middle of the key and stuff. And she loves to drive, so she can shoot, but until she hits something in your face, you've got to get off.
There you go, girl.
Bit. So I just like to watch the tendencies.
You guys have Cedar Valley at home. They're not a pushover type team.
Oh, no way.
There isn't a pushover team in the Region 7, is there?
Not really, no. I'd say that Cedar Valley, they are a 3-point shooting team.
Yeah, they've scored a lot of points on teams. We were looking at their stats a little bit.
That's kind of the scariest thing is when you play a 3-point shooting team. They're either on or they're off.
You can shoot yourself into a game or out of a game easily.
Another 3-pointer for the Timpview boys.
And right now, Timpview's staying in there.
JJ Seri, that's about his first 3-pointer of the night.
Yeah, and I just think at this point we have got it. It's small ball. You got to go to the hole. You got to get fouled. You got to slow things down just a little bit and chip away at it. So I ran into your mom.
Oh, lovely.
Now I'm gonna out myself too, because I was in the salon tanning because I was supposed to go on a cruise.
Sweet.
And your mom leaned over. I was sitting there waiting. She goes, "Are you the one that does the announcing?" I was like, "Oh crap, here it comes."
Oh man.
So she just said thanks. But we got talking stories about our daughters. Now I'm not gonna say you do this, but it made me. My daughter will get so upset. She cries. She plays college softball right now.
Oh, hi, Kendall.
She still cries. I cried too. She had a bad game. So good. I was going to out. That's what your mom said. She comes home, and I said, you know what, Elisa? Every girl does it. And the good ones care, right? And that's what they get to think. I don't know. Probably one of the best female athletes come through this school was her dad sitting right next to you. You know Sydney Martindale?
Yes.
Okay. Coach, did she ever cry after a game when she didn't play well?
You know, it was more pounded lockers and I think there might have been some tears. I don't know. I think the biggest one that I remember for her was the night that we lost. That's another drive. Once again, that's Caleb Holstrup. Holstrup, top scorer for Timpview boys here in this third quarter. Nate Hinckley, no call anywhere, and knocked out of bounds.
And really,
it was the Stanford loss, the Final Four.
Yeah,
and after BYU had beaten Stanford earlier in the year, they knew Stanford was going to be tough, but they did not expect to be blown out 3-0.
Yeah,
wow.
And she was so upset. And she's more the type to hide the tears probably than to let them go. So,
well, the good ones do it. Kendall Purdy does it. Feely does it. So don't because they're hard on themselves. So
for sure.
You and Kendall are very, very. You guys play the same way.
I used to look up to Kendall a lot. I'd see her. She was an outside, and she's one of the shortest players. But she could jump out of the gym, man.
Yeah, coach, and that man over there helped her do that too. So.
Well.
I loved watching Kendall.
Love to watch you.
One of my biggest role models.
I told your mom, I wish we would have got you in softball a little bit earlier. You would have been a beast. I still think you can be, but.
I mean, I like playing, but my parents don't like that much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But, man, anytime I see you put a uniform on, I'd love to see you do that. I wish Kendall would have done another sport. She always thought she wanted to do soccer. So.
Oh, soccer.
JJ Seri makes one free throw. Wow, just another quick score, that time by Lincoln Holcomb. Ken, when you get a chance, look at the texts from Corey Lang. He's at home sick tonight. And Carson Banky shoots the three, no good. Boy, the lid has gotten back on. It's a 21-point lead now for Timpview.
Oh, wow.
Well, and and Coach Lang's his text coming across is turned into a street ball game, and right now Timpview's winning that battle because they're just a little bit more athletic, a little more loose. And I don't think it's a fact that we are not athletic. It is just the fact that we work, and I agree with the girls' game too. We work better in a system. And screens on the ball, off the ball, it makes the defense work. When you go down,
that's what Corey's saying.
You cast one up, and that is tough. That is tough.
We're just showing Feely Corey Lang's text.
So let me ask this, Feely. I wondered, was your mom an athlete?
My mom was a golfer, and I think she played water polo, so
Okay,
not
wow.
really, no.
Where did she grow up?
She grew up in California. So.
Now, listen, I'm older now. Golf is a sport.
Oh, is it?
It is a sport.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything more athletic than water polo.
Yeah, that is so
That
tough.
is
My mom,
so
she did a
hard.
little bit of water polo. My dad was a football player. Played
Okay.
at OSU. He's
Really?
Yeah, he was a big football player.
That's awesome.
At OSU,
Yeah.
as in
Oregon
Oklahoma
State?
Ohio State.
Oh,
State.
wow.
Oklahoma, gotcha.
What position did he play?
He was a linebacker. I think.
Wow. Does he coach? I need. probably need to know.
Yeah, he is coaching down for Provo, their football boys, but I think he's transferring to Timpview boys right now.
Really?
Yep, to
What?
coach football.
You
Tell
can't
him
talk him out of that.
Get up here. Tell him to get up here.
Okay.
Spin around jump shot,
Wow.
good. That's Mason Ford at the buzzer.
When
so
it's not your night, it's not your night.
Timpview scoring not much at the beginning of that quarter, but at the end, 55-32 is the lead for Timpview. That's the biggest lead of the night, a 23-point lead. So we still got Feely here, and one more, a couple more questions for you with the game.
course.
So looking at ahead, we talked to Coach Hull many times, and we say, we know you don't want to look past the next game, but do you guys look ahead a little bit? I think it's got to be a little healthy to look down the road and to see what you can achieve.
I mean, we talk about it a little bit. But mostly we focus on the game that's coming up. We run our certain defenses, and then we've run our offenses that we know will work. Coach has us watch film at home on our own on the team that we're gonna play. Just a lot of things like that, and then. We do. I mean, I don't even know who's next because Coach is all she's been talking about is Cedar Valley. So I think maybe it's Salem after. I'm not completely sure, but
You have Salem and Maple
on the road. Here's your schedule right there.
And girls, they
Oh no, wait, that's the.
they played tough.
That's
here.
That's Timpview.
You guys didn't have an easy game here. With almost, I mean, there was one game you ran away from at the end. Was that Spanish?
Yes, I think it was.
But other than that, there was some tight games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maple Mountain is also a shooting team,
Maple's very
and
good.
they had a couple girls hurt. We hurt their, well, not we didn't hurt her on purpose.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
She got hurt. They're freshmen. She helped them a lot. And then number one is they kind of got a logo shooter. She was also hurt. So
What's a logo shooter?
down by the logo.
Okay, that's where she. Okay, I love that.
Pop it from
Love
right
that.
there,
I'm going to
so-
use that analogy.
Yeah.
Ruckert again scores for Timpview. Ruckert now with 20 points.
He's a
for
sophomore
Timpview.
too, isn't he?
He is a sophomore. That basket, boy, right now, ball just not falling for Wasatch.
Feely club ball. Is that in your future?
Yes, I do play club
They're
ball.
just not calling things. So
Yeah.
we're going to call a jump ball. And that just looks like what Wasatch boys need a little bit more. Just keep fighting through things.
Yeah. I think that I don't think you win it from the three. I mean, we can shoot it, but we just got to pound it down inside and make Timpview work. Get to the line.
See, Ken, I'm just a little opposite. Right now, I know they can shoot the three.
Yeah.
Yes,
Carson Banky with the look. And it just seems like a couple more picks get somebody open on the three. And
So it's like
that to me would help them
my
come back a
analogy
little
of
bit, I think.
football is you have to run the ball and be a threat to run the ball to open up the passing game. You safeties suck up, and I think the same way here. If you get a good inside game and you guys get people collapsing into the paint, then you kick it out, and that three is just that much easier.
Rucker tries to dunk it. J.J. Sari's going to make sure he doesn't do that.
JJ
He'll
does
get
not
called
like that kid.
with his second personal foul. And Ruckert will be at the line to shoot two.
That's two good sophomores going at each other, by the
Yeah.
way. Record, they show at 6'7", JJ at 6'5".
Rucker right now, we just had pulled up stats for Timpview. Ruckert actually their top scorer, 20 points a game. He's already at his average and now above. So, and you can see why. Ruckert is smooth and he is athletic and tall and has a shot. It's like he's got the whole package. JJ finds a
Take that,
wide
JJ.
open 10-footer,
Yes.
good.
There you go.
That's what you do well, too, right there.
That's my favorite.
I love that high post shot, too.
Ruckert shoots the three, no good.
Get it.
Carson
Cars.
Banky in there with the bigs.
Good.
And that Ethan Moore is going to come down with that.
That's a
Ethan Moore's
reach.
going to drive. Off the board, no good,
Man,
no call.
Just not getting anything.
Super physical, though.
Yeah, it is. And you know, to the borderline sloppy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is where guys get hurt. But it is such.
See, and the refs aren't doing a thing. I don't understand this. I mean, that Timpview just pushed him twice, and now he's finally giving him something. He should. That should have been.
I don't know why he's got his hands on his head. You earned that. But that's the type of game it is right now.
Yeah. Well, if you let it go like that, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Fourth period, a sizable lead. Not sure that we can.
Yeah, this isn't something Timpview should want to do. I mean,
yeah. I'm not
laughing about it.
Not sure what he's doing.
Isn't that shot? That should be shot.
I thought it was
shooting. So I thought that they called a technical foul, but there aren't going to be any free throws. Why is that?
What did they call then? Because
I'm not sure. He's still trying to get confirmation because if it's a technical and and that's a push, a flagrant, it should be 2 shots and the ball.
I think maybe it's because after the play. It was after the play was already over. It was like discussions and there was just some shoving. That's all I can think of.
Well,
of why there wouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know.
And I apologize to Timpview fans that are on here. Hey, any game with Timpview, we're going to want to win. So this one hurt. This stings a little bit at home. And the boys are better than this. This is not how they've been playing. So, we usually have Coach Hull on at halftime. She was so tired she's going to go home. Were you a little spent today? I mean, were you jacked up for this game and felt like
everybody was playing their game day playlist, and we were all drinking Monsters, and it was fun. We're getting ready, getting pumped.
You do get pretty smoked, though. There's times that Coach takes you out, and I think she thinks you're too tired.
Yeah.
Timpview taking more time. That's Carson Banky, almost with the steal.
Carson's one of my favorite players.
Banky, the 5'9" Banky, is on the
he definitely works
6'5" Hanson. That's going to be free throws.
Dude, that kid is really athletic.
This is Aisa.
He's been pretty quiet, too.
I think his sister played.
He did, yeah, she does.
Number 5.
Yep, she was number 5.
He's only got 2 points, but he's been in most of the game. But he must be a defensive back. He is in every defensive. He's in passing lanes.
Well, and shows he averages almost 12 points a game. So a little under his average for sure, but still, again, very athletic. And like you were just saying a little bit ago, Fely, if you're not scoring this night, you're going to fill in the other spots that need to happen.
You do what's best for the team.
Volleyball is very much that way. We often had that. Players not getting the kills she wanted. Then do the rest of the game. Get your passing, get your blocking, do whatever it takes to help your team win. Wasatch down 34-61. JJ Seri.
Every time.
Yeah.
That has been open several times, and he's only shot it the last 2 times.
Like that too. They leave that middle open. If you can just get JJ the ball until they come out to stop, and then you dish it down.
Absolutely.
15 is the lead for Timpview. 5:26 left in the game.
We're playing the back door a little bit better. I probably took a couple alley-oops and dunks to. Yeah, this kid's.
Rucker kicks it out. Drives another kick out.
Got to keep her feet.
Another fish. That time, well done. Once again, William Openshaw.
So you get tired. You're getting a little bit loose. You're running at everything.
Openshaw has 8.
You got to just let him miss.
JJ, they come out on him. He takes the 12-footer this time, no good.
Just like Feely said, and Miles was open all
Hinkley,
day.
Three-pointer good.
Just like you said, you either shoot it or you dump it down.
Hinkley with 6 points tonight.
You have your fan club. Do you have to sign autographs?
No, I don't.
Girls, it costs us to get an autograph from this girl.
This is my sister.
It costs. So you're really charge her double.
Okay.
What do you play? What sports you playing? I see you're not dressed in basketball stuff. What does she play?
She plays basketball and volleyball.
Okay.
The lead is 14, and there's a shot That is going to be good, and the foul.
And softball this year.
Aisa.
Oh, she's too
Naliai.
scared.
I'm always
She's
trying.
way too scared of the ball.
You know, it's a tough sport, isn't it?
Yeah, I once threw her a pop fly and hit right in the shin. She never touched the softball again.
They hurt. Yeah, I didn't like baseball.
Naliai at the line to complete the three-point play. Wasatch got within 14,
wow.
but now it's back out to 17.
And the young men some subs
They're
are
going
coming
to come
in.
off.
Coach, I'm with you
Naliai.
now. I think you got to get the three ball going a little bit too.
Well, and I mean, just try. I mean, a couple of picks here and there. And what's going to happen is Timpview has to come out eventually, right?
Right.
And then that might open up some things underneath. So,
Fely, you got this game. So color commentary, you tell us what's going on. What are you seeing?
We got to swing the ball a lot faster. Like if we hit Miles right there, JJ's got that open.
Sam Lynn, three-pointer, good.
Yeah, I say that every week about both teams too. You guys as well. When you guys pass well and swing it, you make the defense work.
13-point lead. The 21-point lead is down to 13. Wasatch running out of time. It's 3:50 left in the game. Timpview most definitely taking their time more often. There's a three, however, short, but they get their own offensive board.
Shortest guy on the court, just
and they will call the foul. That's Ruckert.
Young man stays under control, draws the foul.
Ruckert does a really good job of looking out at the three, doing the pump fake and getting his defender off balance just enough to drive.
You think you'll see that Coach McClure will show that in film this weekend? How many times the next couple days, how many times we left our feet defensively instead of closing?
He's hard to guard, though, because he also has that three-point game.
Exactly,
Hard to guard when you can do both.
And coming from a player, that is really hard.
There's an art of closing out, right? You know, not to let somebody, you're not going to block the times you're going to block a shot on the three are very, very seldom. So close out, get the hand up, and then get a rear end in them as soon as it goes up, get the rebound, and get it set.
The lead is back to 15. 3:30 left in the game. High pressure by the guard from Timpview. Sam Lynn's going to take another three-pointer. That time he's fouled, and he's going to get 3 free throws.
You know, Nate didn't start the game, and I thought he did a good job when they started him last time.
Nate Hinckley?
I didn't see the last game, but Nate is smooth, and I think he's got a good three ball. So I was surprised that he didn't get in here a little quicker.
He's great defensively, too.
Yeah.
I've seen him. He boxes out really well, and he goes up there and grabs that ball.
I really liked him in the starting lineup last week, or last home game that was here.
Sam Lynn hits the first. It's my understanding there should be 3 free throws. Yeah, he still has 2 left. So Lind has kind of quietly gotten to 16, now 17 points. About to hit his season average of 19. A few changes for Timpview. That's Ruckert's going to come out. I don't know if I'd seen him out at all tonight.
Favorite NBA team?
Oh, I'm a Lakers fan.
WNBA?
I'm a Las Vegas Aces fan.
Did you see UCLA-Utah game the other night?
The women's game you're talking about?
The women's game?
Yeah.
Utah versus
UCLA in Utah.
Oh, yeah. Utah came back with those threes.
Yeah, was that not a great game?
I love Alyssa Peely. She's my favorite
How
player.
do you let that girl go all the way to the basket untouched? And the smallest girl on the court, I loved it.
She's so speed. I love watching the Utah girls.
And they remind me a little bit of UCLA. They were so big, and they were physical. They remind me a little bit of Timpview. Timpview doing a great job moving the ball around. See him coming off those screens.
Shot clock down to 3. Gonna have to go up. It does, and it's off the rim, and they get the offensive board.
Hey, you got to give it to number 5.
It's little Lincoln Holcomb, smallest player on the floor.
You know what?
He's
got some hops.
That is a devastating chain of events right there. Wasatch within 12 had a chance to maybe get that within 9.
Fely, is this a learning experience? What do you learn from this? What do the boys take from this?
Sorry, I said 12. It's
probably
a 22
just defense.
Point lead.
They're really fast. We've got to help each other out.
Yeah.
When they're coming off those screens, you can't just let them have that. That's one thing with Ballin. Whenever we see a screen, we'd come and cut her off. That way she didn't just have a free lane to the basket
good.
or anything.
And it worked, too.
Yeah.
She's going to get by you, right? She's good.
A couple times. She's so speed. But
she keeps that ball low to the ground. Her crossover is crazy.
And she's super crafty when she gets into the paint too. She's got those spin moves and she's got that jump stop. She's got such a tool bag.
She got a free ball too. I didn't expect that. She knocked that down.
Soft little jumper by Nathaniel Davis. The lead is now 24. JJ Sari up top, going to do a little head fake. Makes it in, layup. No,
I would have run this offense all night long.
So Wasatch still with the lid on the rim, down 24. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to Wasatch.
Carson's like, get out of my paint. Dude, now listen, I haven't seen Carson really unload. He is so hesitant. That dude can ball.
He can. I've watched him in his JV game.
We watch him once in a while. He had a spin move a couple games ago. I'm still like going, that was sweet.
I think he had it behind the back too. One game. It was awesome.
Most starters now off the floor for Timpview.
Swing.
JJ is going to take a little jumper. Good.
And that works, but what Philly's saying, you swing the ball, now you're going to get more passing lanes opened up too. If it's not there and we don't have time.
Shot no good. Rebound to Caleb Smith. Smith's going to be fouled.
Yeah, that's
came down to 1 minute 12 seconds.
We got to have that. That's a possession. We can't just.
Wasatch got within 14.
Well,
but now the lead is back to 22.
Feely, thank you for your game. I like your game.
Thank you.
You remind me of my daughter in softball. 100 miles an hour. You leave everything on the court.
I mean, if you're not leaving everything on the court, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, you're coached well. You have good parents.
Ooh.
Jacob Balch is checked in for Wasatch. Also, two players that aren't on the roster. Maybe you know who they are. Number 4.
Do we know who that is?
And number 10.
Oh, number 10 I know is Miles. I don't know his last name, but I don't know if I know number 4.
And you should. You guys are the only game. I mean, you guys are the number 1 team in the state. So.
There you go, Nate.
Nate Hinckley can't get it to fall. 42 seconds left in the game.
By the way, Philly, do you know that
starters basically off the floor right now?
StingTV is the only media that covers you guys. Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
Can you believe that?
Whoa.
You guys
That's good. That's Nathaniel Davis.
We
Senior.
appreciate you guys covering us. We love going back and watching what you guys have to say.
You
about
will
us.
have this for the rest of you are going to hear my squeaky, whiny voice for the rest of your life because this stays on. So create a channel.
There you go, Carson.
Thank you with the 3-pointer.
Now shout out, Bill. I love Carson.
He works so hard.
So Timpview will come out of this game tonight on the road at Wasatch with an impressive
thank you for having me.
win.
Stay healthy.
Feely Leava, thanks for joining us here, and good luck this week with the rest of the week. Great work.
Thank you.
What a stud.
So the win for tonight for the Timpview Thunderbirds moves them to 8-1 in region play and 13-5 overall. They're in second place, depending on how other games happen here tonight in the Region 7. And we
certainly not the way you wanted that to go, but some learning stuff out of you're gonna get some stuff out there, and it's funny. We've talked a lot about the girls tonight, but I love how Feely's comments mirrored Coach Hull's comments.
Yeah.
So she's got that group thinking the same way, and I think Coach McClure does too. He's a really good coach, folks. There's some tangibles that he has that if you're not really in tune with ball, and if you're not in the gym, you're not seeing. He didn't overcoach, and tonight they ran into a buzzsaw.
Yeah, another big team. There's a few of them here in the Region 7. Looking at Region 7 right now. So we'll be able to bring that up here. But the Region 7 has always been super tough in all sports. But this year, Orem, 8-0. I'm not sure their score tonight. And Timpview at 7-1, now 8-1. So the RPI for the boys.
I want to say I remember that, but
is we're bringing that up right now.
13 or 14, I thought.
So boys basketball RPI. So the 5A RPI showing, and it had some really tough teams earlier that we've seen, and there it comes right there. Alta number 1, Olympus, Highland, and then Timpview. This team we just saw at number 4, Orem.
Boy, that's probably one of the better teams we've seen this year is Orem. And
Orem ahead of Timpview in the region, but they are actually behind them in overall. So not surprising to know that Timpview is one of the best teams in the state right now.
And to your point, Coach, Springville, Cedar Valley, Maple Mountain, Wasatch at 13.
All in the top 13.
That's pretty good. That's a tough region.
I don't know if either the boys or the girls, which one's stronger. It's showing about the same. So.
Back in the day, and I keep mentioning that, when it was set, when the brackets were set, and every year they kind of switch it up, you usually didn't play somebody in your region. You know what I mean? You got paired with someone else.
Right.
That would bode well for us. But not in this thing.
But now it's RPI, so it's not going to matter. They just go by number.
You could end up with Timpview or Orem right out of the gate, and that's a long night.
Wasatch record goes to 8-10 and 3-6 in region play. Wasatch has suffered a couple of tough losses last week. They won one last Tuesday, but that means they're 1-3 in the last 4. So the big win last Tuesday was good for them, just getting that upper half. But now these teams that they're facing are just really, really tough.
And good, and we're seeing good things from this team. I mean, they play together well. Every night you're having a different high scorer. So when somebody's getting shut down, someone's stepping up. Tonight was really they had us at every level.
Yeah.
We were just not able to get
not
off.
The whole game. Wasatch actually led after the first quarter.
Yeah.
So
and it was very promising. But man, just like Coach Lang said on the text, just turning a street ball back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think right as the first half was kind of winding down, those back doors, those alley-oops, those dunks on free guys it kind of breaks your back. Took the crowd out of it for sure.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
I was not excited. I was ready for halftime. I think so. Coach
and it was that second quarter. So we talked about Wasatch up 15-14 at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
But then Timpview scores 25-7 in the second quarter. So 39-22. It's at that point that the crowd was out, and nothing. Wasatch even came out a little hot start the third quarter, but still just could not cut it back. Wasatch eventually got to within 14, but that was as close as they could get. So these teams, Wasatch again will be at home this Friday night against Cedar Valley. And Cedar Valley in the region 7 at 4-4 before tonight. So they're in the upper half. That would be a game, Ken, that I would think Wasatch looking forward to try to get back on track. To get a win at home.
Every night's going to be a battle, but you got to win the games at home. And like we talked to Fely, those games away, they can clip you. A team that you might have won pretty easily at home, you might not get that same treatment there. I love what Todd Johnson said, who was the principal here a few years ago. He looked at me, and I was helping with the school resource officer, looked at me and says, Ken, this should not be a nice place to play. And it's a nice place to play when we don't have the gym packed. So I think there's a lot on the community, and it's early in the week, and basketball changed. We used to play on Friday night, one game.
Right.
And now 2 times a week. But we need you. We need you on Friday. We need you. We need you at home games from here on out, whether it be on a Tuesday or Friday. You got to have some fans in the stands, especially for the girls.
Yeah.
Man, this could be a historic run, my friend.
Yes, it could. This could be a big win for them.
The
last time Wasatch has won state championships in girls basketball. I'm looking across the gym. I don't think the banners are over there. I think they're over our head.
Yeah.
But I think the last time was in, I want to say, the early 2000s.
Yeah,
so
it was
early to mid 2000s.
The Kim Parker days, and fun to watch. And Coach Hull's got them playing, but kudos to her.
Yeah.
And Coach McClure, guys, I think, dude, we got a gem. I mean, he is a good coach, and we're going to get better. We're going to learn from this, and it's fun ball to watch. I really enjoy watching the kids.
Well, you talk about that. The schedule ahead for Wasatch, they have, again, tough games.
Right.
But none of the teams that are way up high in the region. So they're actually, what I would thinking, okay, guys, we can get back on track. Let's do this. Any wins at this point for the rest of the season will be formidable in them wanting to host the first round at
absolutely.
least. And that should be the goal. Win or lose at this point, you want to always just be in it. And but then, the wins at this point would give them
I
big first round.
I think for the girls, going to be a foregone conclusion, whether they be, in that top 5 right there. But the boys, they're fighting for that right now. And, man, it'd be nice to see them get a home game in the playoff and knock somebody off.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it helps when you're at home. But they have the talent to do that. We've seen that before when they put it together. You're going to have these nights. Peyton Banky had that night. She scored 7, 8, 9 points, and I'm just like, because we're so used to her just going off. But you can't keep them quiet for long. Coach McClure will make some adjustments.
Final score here tonight, Wasatch boys lose to the Timpview Thunderbirds 71-50. And again, we'll be home again, StingTV this next Friday night against Cedar Valley Aviators. So for StingTV, we miss Corey Lang. But, man, you guys were so great. You don't need Corey? Is that what you're saying? You don't need –
Kelsey Mahoney was
She did not say that, Corey. They need you.
That girl, she's the queen. She's good.
So we congratulate student producer Kelsey Mahoney with all this and the other great members of the staff. So great work, all of you. And, again, so we'll say goodnight here from Wasatch High School. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on StingTV.